this episode of Two Fat Drunks, we're going to remember two of the greatest character actors ever in Clu Gulager and David Warner. And it's back to school time here in the States as fall is right around the corner. So we're going to talk about the greatest school movies or back to school movies of all the times. Coming up
next.
Hey everybody, welcome on back into the newest season of Two Fat Drunks. I'm JDV.
I'm Warpig.
So it's been a while, man. How was summer?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. You know, not bad at all.
I still have most of my fingers.
Nice work, man.
So pretty good on that front. So really, in the last couple of weeks, we lost two amazing actors. I want to get to that right off the bat.
Right.
Just because they died, I think, within a week of each other.
Boy, yeah, it was the same week. It was a 1, 2, 3 week.
And that was David Warner, great villain in so many movies, and Clu
Gulager. I used to mess his name up until I heard it said.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, because I was like, Clu Gallagher,
that's what I would say. Gallagher, but even though that's
they were clear about it.
And you'll remember him from Return of the Living Dead and a zillion other horror movies and a bunch of great movies.
Bert. We have a little problem.
Yeah, right. He was so good in that movie. He had a whole second. He's kind of like Donald Pleasance. He had an entire second career as a horror actor.
Is it weird that James Karen also died this year?
No, it is weird.
Like James Karen, Bert, right? And Clu Gulager, Bert.
Yeah. So Bert and Ernie both died this year. Nice. Yeah. So, what is your favorite David Warner movie?
Shit, dude. You know what? Honestly,
he broke into movies as a good guy, which is weird because he's in The Omen as the good guy photographer.
And it's actually my favorite David Warner movie, and I love David Warner movies.
But that's his best role?
With not the best
role. We're saying the best movie he's in.
For me, just because it's the first time I ever saw him. And it just introduced me to him as a character. And because he was a good guy, I was always kind of sympathetic to David Warner. Like, even when he was a villain, because I remember, dude, you get your head cut off in The Omen.
Yeah, it's like he was
you're feeling bad for something that didn't actually happen.
He's one of those guys who was like such a good actor that you didn't care if he was a bad guy. You still rooted for him no matter what.
Yeah, you're like,
right?
I hope he gets that.
Well, I need you to lose because you're the bad guy.
But still, Dave Warner, man.
I would say,
I can see it. Right?
For me, it's Time After Time, for sure, 100%.
Dude, that is so...
He plays Jack the Ripper. He's at like the height of his power. He's just like 40 maybe years old in that movie.
He's still like acting, right? Because he's not like being David Warner. He's actually like
he's still hungry and he's great.
Nails it.
Great as Jack the Ripper.
Dude, he kind of blows Malcolm McDowell off the screen though.
See, I disagree with you.
I think he's... I mean, I love Malcolm McDowell. Fantastic actor. But in that movie... Dude, his scenes with him he might as well not say.
Yeah, but I think they play off of each other wonderfully because they're around the same age. They're both English actors, they're both great. They both play villains most of the time, but in that movie, he was the hero. It's just, and it's a great movie.
We should do a Time After Time episode around.
It's one of the Nicholas Myers did that, which got him Star Trek 2. So it's kind of the...
he was just boom, 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 right up the ladder, man.
It was so good. So, and what Time Bandits, I think, would be the
but if I had a runner-up, then I would have said Time Bandits, just because he's so good as evil.
It's ultimate evil or whatever.
Yeah, just the lines are just because that's actually really like. Can you think of another time David Warner did comedy?
Yeah, that is comedy, isn't it? It's a dark comedy. But
doing comedy. Like, he's funny as evil. Like, he has a couple of pretty funny lines. Yeah. Like, when he fucking... I would have started with lasers, day one. Zaps the guy. Oh, sorry. You know what I mean? It's like that. I mean, you've never seen that before out of David Warner. Like you said, it was Time After Time. It was Tron. It was...
Then he was a good guy later on in his career in the Star Trek movies, right? He's always...
Yeah, he is.
He was actually the bad guy, Cardassian, though, isn't he?
I can't remember.
Full lights!
God, Jesus. I couldn't remember.
He's in that episode.
No, I believe you. I know he is. He just...
Jeremy, you look sad.
Don't look sad, pal. I didn't mean it.
In the Mouth of Madness. David Warner is in that, and that's one of my all-time.
Dude, fucking Jeremy pulled a rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah, in the Mouth of Madness.
What was he like, his agent or something?
Dr. Wren.
Oh, he was a doctor? I'm sorry, dude, I'm blanking on it, but Jeremy says it. I believe it.
in the beginning.
That's a great movie. I just love that.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie. All right, well.
Fantastic. So, as far as Clu Gulager is concerned, though, I mean, we forgot.
Return of the Living Dead is. It's. I mean, I presume you guys have seen it. If you haven't, it is.
Stands alone.
It is one of the greatest zombie movies
dude.
of all time.
In
In part because he's in it.
Because
he's so good in that movie. But he's a good-looking guy.
Just a real everyman, very much like a Roy Scheider.
Yeah, exactly. He's
You know
kind
what
of
I'm
like Roy Scheider for a slightly earlier generation.
Because he's not good looking, but he's
like ruggedly
handsome. Right? You're not going to say, oh, God. You mean, oh, here comes your father. Right?
So besides Return of the Living Dead, which obviously is the movie you should watch with him in it, I would say Last Picture Show.
Yeah.
Because it's
a showcase.
It's a long movie, and it's in black and white, and it's,
because he's in The Killers, but...
Well, now that's the more entertaining
But
movie,
that's not
probably.
a giant part, though.
Right.
Like, he's got Lee Marvin, Angie Dickinson,
but it just
John
shows you
Cassavetes.
he's in a movie that has all these other young heavyweight actors all of them had careers, including him.
And stayed in Hollywood. Right. I mean, he worked in Hollywood for the longest time.
All right. So
you don't give him enough props for Return of the Living Dead, really. That's one of the best buddy performances.
Sure.
Oh,
him and James Cameron.
Period.
And even the kid.
With the kid, I mean, together
they had
they're so hilarious. That is one of the best buddy performances.
Watch your mouth, kid. You like this job?
They are great together. I mean, that's up there great with like the Road 2 movies.
Yeah. No,
I mean, their buddy performance is really great together, man.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna call the boss. He fucking slicks his hair like.
In 1 and 2, they are so great. I mean, they're great performances that. I mean, I don't think that a lot of people.
Well, anyway, we'd be remiss if we did not remember those two great character actors who were in so many great genre films, movies that we love. Okay, so coming up next, we're going to talk about the best back-to-school movies. What those might be, we might have a couple of curveballs in there. All right, coming up next. This episode is sponsored by nobody, you cheap fucks. Why don't you, buy us a coffee or something, okay?
Or a beer, like the one I'm going to grab now. Hang on. I now have the beer.
All right, so I think this is our 100th episode.
Is it?
I think it is. Remember that whole last one we did?
Was it not?
What number? It is. Whatchamacallit.
Right,
so,
it is.
Happy,
happy
5th season, I think.
Holy shit, no way, really? Huh? Wow, that's kind of wild, to be honest with you. So.
Still only 6 viewers, so.
But hey, 6 important viewers that we love.
We love.
Thank you for watching
love you,
the show
Mark,
at all. I'm so glad
the
you
5 other people who watch the show.
Yeah, hello.
All right, so I sprung that topic on you. No time to think about it, really.
Nope.
What's the first movie that jumped back into your head when I said back to school?
Back to school.
Yeah, me too.
I know, right? I know. I had to go the fucking obvious route, man. But back to school with Dangerfield.
Hey, call me sometime when you have no class.
When you have no class.
Oh my God.
I hereby dedicate this building to myself. Hey. Fucking Dangerfield.
Oh my God. Yeah, he still had it when he made back to school.
Fucking think about it. Ned Beatty, right? And Robert Downey Jr.
And
dude.
It's got Hot Lips Houlihan.
From the original, yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah, not the one who played it on the show, but the one who played it in the actual movie, which I think is also that's a Robert Altman movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
He did do that, and then he did he do Last Picture Show? Was that one?
No, that was a younger director, like Zemeckis or somebody. I don't know.
But anyway, sorry,
up and coming.
But yeah, so what the fuck? Sally Kellerman.
There you go.
Yeah. Good
I was back to school. Okay, so Animal House would be. Then I thought Animal House immediately after I thought back to school.
But the third one,
because the movie does start with them going back to school in Rush
exactly
Week.
What's going on. The same way that I'm going to throw.
I mean, it's literally the start of the school year.
I'll throw one at you. Okay.
Dare.
Fucking Real Genius.
Real Genius.
Yeah. See, you know what I'm talking about. Real Genius with Val Kilmer and a host of nobody else. but still, it's pretty great.
Laszlo.
Yeah.
Laszlo.
Well, no, you're right. John Grice. John Grice is in that movie as Laszlo. You're right. But no, Real Genius.
I don't think I've seen this movie since it came out, man.
This is an 80s movie about a kid that gets drafted into like the most prestigious high-tech fucking university in the world, like 15 or whatever. Yeah. And it's got like Val Kilmer is the senior there, right? So he's at his most Val Kilmer-ish. He's like top secret Val Kilmer. Right. Like this is way pre-Tombstone. So he's just some wacky kid in the 80s movie. But it's a really good 80s movie. And it's got like, it's got some funny lines.
Making super lasers for the government.
Right. And basically, right. They're making super lasers for the government. And John Grice, who plays Uncle Rico in fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Anyway, he's been around forever. But he was in
1 million years.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so good movie. But the idea is they're going to school. So I mean, you have to take that into account. You're not in school. You're in school. That happens in the film. Therefore, it's a back to school film.
Okay.
Right.
So I got one for you. I'm pretty sure this starts with a back to school story. Mazes and Monsters with Tom Hanks.
Oh, with Tom Hanks. Yeah.
He goes down the dark side of Dungeons and Dragons.
And I can't believe they didn't bring that shit up during fucking Stranger Things. Like they've covered the whole satanic panic for D&D.
They may not remember it.
They may not even remember that. That would have been a perfect.
It came and went very fast.
Roland Jeffries, Mazes and Monsters, where kids who play D&D are really freaks and they're going to die and kill themselves because they can't.
But that movie starts off with like back to school.
Yep.
Like,
and they're all like prestigious, like prep school kids and shit. Yeah. That was like the My Bodyguard period, right? With Chris Makepeace and all that shit. Right?
Too. Wait.
I got one. What about Summer School?
Yeah, with Mark Harmon.
Mark
Harmon.
It's in Summer is in the title of the freaking movie.
Ready to go back to school.
No, that may or may not count. We'll have to put a jury on that one because at the end it's not the fall. I mean, they do start school.
At the end of the movie, they're starting school because he's becoming their teacher.
You gotta give it.
Yeah, but not when there's Revenge of the
Nerds.
Oh,
wait, hang on.
Nerds! Who's played by Donald Gibbs.
Who was in fucking Kickboxer, dude.
No,
Bloodsport, bro. Yeah, sorry about that. Fucking Kickboxer. What?
He still plays like a badass biker guy.
He's really good.
He's still around, yeah. Mm-hmm. We tried to get him for a movie. He wanted a lot of money.
Well, why wouldn't he, right? Yeah. Okay, I got one for you.
All right.
Okay.
But that's another obvious one. They go back to school, right?
Is this a back to school movie or not? Are you ready? Red Dawn.
Yeah.
I mean,
are they going back to school?
That's the only question. I don't exactly know because there's a football score. But
it's still in the fall.
It's got to be right. It's the time period that makes me think, wow, school must have just started. And maybe that was the first game of the year.
But that feels like a winter movie to me.
Yeah, I can see it.
There's so much
there is fall in it for quite a bit because they play football and shit during the film. But that's why I wonder where Red Dawn falls in that category from back to school.
Get shot in the face by Marines.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, I got one for you.
All right.
That I guarantee most people have not seen.
Okay.
Taps.
Fucking Taps, dude.
You want to talk about a
that's a good one, dude. That's
Tom Cruise's first movie.
Tom Cruise, Sean Penn, Timothy.
Is Modine in that one? I mean, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of young actors. George C. Scott is in it. Yeah. But yeah, dude, fucking Tom Cruise, bro.
I saw that in a theater. It shows you how old I am.
Was that pre-Outsiders or not?
I think it's pre-everything, dude. That movie's old.
Because Outsiders had like everybody.
It's before Top Gun.
Oh, easily, sure. Yeah. It's obviously before Top Gun. So it's got to be nestled right in there. It's either just before or just after.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah,
it's a really good movie.
Nah, it's a bomb movie though.
All right, any other ones you can think of? Come.
Let me think of. Okay, you know what? Okay. Fuck, see, I don't know if I should say it now because I feel like I'm going to take us in the wrong direction. Does Weird Science qualify?
Weird.
It's during school.
I mean, school is involved. I don't know. I might be stretching
I would call that
there.
A school movie. Okay, so
it's
what?
Just a school movie.
What about? So that is kind of why Breakfast Club. I'm not counting that because they're not going to school. They're already in school.
Point taken. That's right. So, anyways, good exercise though. Thinking of those back to school movies.
What about horror movies.
Back to school horror movies?
Yeah.
Okay, I got one for you.
Like is the Howling or anything about school? The Howling.
No, Howling doesn't feature anything like that, but
An American Werewolf in Paris?
American Werewolf, I don't know. American Werewolf in London, they were on break from school, and they were kind of specific about that.
Hostel? They're not in school.
No, they're not. They're all on break, but actually go. You know what? Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
That very much involves school. So I mean, that was right,
but you feel like it's fall in that movie, don't you?
And in number 2, the second one, it does depict the returning to school.
That's returning to
school. So maybe you could take 1 and 2 because a lot happens in the school.
What about Scream?
They're all college age. There's no school involved. It's not a high school,
isn't it?
Isn't it?
Of course.
Am I wrong?
College is school. College knowledge is good.
College.
Yes, Mongo. College.
That's what he's doing is triple.
Where you go to get indoctrinated by the wild liberal left.
Back to school, it's college. He's doing
bugs.
Triple Lundy, that's college.
The triple. Yeah, you're right, but still, yeah, right.
Animal House.
Oh,
I never do it. It's too.
What about Adam Sandler?
You're not gonna say Billy Madison, right?
Billy Madison.
I don't know that I've ever seen Billy Madison.
I mean, that is the epitome. He's back to school.
Yeah.
To graduate all grades.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Oh, maybe I'd have seen that one.
It doesn't, but yeah. I'm
Waterboy,
gonna agree with
He has
you.
to graduate all
Isn't
grades.
Waterboy the same kind of plot?
No, Waterboy.
He's in school.
He's like Forrest Gump and
Billy
Waterboy.
Madison,
But he's in school. Doesn't
to
he?
get control of his father's whole
His vast fortune.
wealth. Billy Madison has to go from grade 1 through high school in like 8 weeks or something.
And then he ends up banging the teacher. Yeah, isn't that the plot?
I mean,
Wow.
So
I don't know how tone deaf that is these days.
So he enrolls in
And then I
school.
banged the teacher.
He enrolls in
Hey!
school in 1 week per grade.
Oh, I got one that we
If
should.
he doesn't, he's gay.
I got one that we really have to mention. Oh, what is the name of it now? Okay, so
Is this horror or what is it?
well, it's actually
yeah,
two by the same. All right, so how about this? And they're both directed by the same guy. Murder Capital of the World, Lost Boys. That's back to school.
Say hello to the night, Lost Boys.
Yeah, they just moved to town, right?
Fucking
They're starting
Lou Graham.
school.
They're not
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're starting school. Hell yeah, they are.
That's edgy, but okay. It's the only.
They're starting school.
Yeah,
and
they're
it's-
starting
come on.
school. Boy,
And the whole-
the
all
only
that-
thing that gives me pause is the school is never featured in the film.
Well, no, but like
Right?
the whole after thing where like the dude with the greased up body playing saxophone and shit. That's
I
like
still believe.
yeah, that's like a big
fucking
ass
The Call,
college
dude.
project.
Yeah.
Fright Night count?
When he plays the sax.
He's
Right. Nah, but see, it's the same situation with Fright Night. It's never at the school or involving the school. That's my only thing.
Part 2, the actual teacher, she's in the car with the teacher in part 2.
Is that the one Pee Wee Herman?
All right, so now what is the movie that Joel Schumacher he also directed another movie that it deals with school at least a little bit?
Flatliners.
Flatliners.
Dude, did I pull that out of the air? I was like, you mean
Yeah,
Flatliners?
Flatliners.
Medical
the
students.
original Flatliners.
Kiefer
is
Kiefer
a very
Sutherland,
good
Julia
movie.
Roberts, Oliver Platt.
Great photography.
Fucking, was there a Baldwin in it? I feel like there
Yeah,
was.
there is. He's the
Was
one
it
that likes
Stephen
to look
Baldwin?
at where he secretly videotapes the women.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Stephen Baldwin though. It was like Daniel Baldwin.
It was Steven.
Was it Stephen? I couldn't recall. Anyway, I can't think of anybody else is in that.
But
Kevin Bacon. Did I say Kevin Bacon?
That is definitely a going back to school in the fall movie,
Yeah.
man.
Kiefer Sutherland, Kevin Bacon, Oliver Platt. Fucking the chick from Lost Boys is in it. No, she's not. It's Julia Roberts. But I was thinking of the chick from Lost Boys who was fucking. What the hell was her name? Shit, I lost it.
And what about this? And this
Okay.
might be the ultimate, and that's Halloween.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
They are going
no,
back
no.
to school,
Nah,
man.
that's a
So,
win.
so
Yeah,
let's
that's a
end.
win.
We'll end on
That's a
Halloween,
win.
but it,
Yeah,
because
that is totally
they
school.
they're like
and-
in week 3 at latest.
right,
in
and they're talking
Halloween.
about right. You know, who you like in class? Ben Tramer. Like, yeah,
Right,
it's
so they've
like
been in
that.
class maybe at least a few days, but it's fall. They're playing football. Halloween is right. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's not quite the start of school, but
The girl that plays that chick too. Okay, what? What?
what's the matter?
Nothing. Anyway, yeah. So
He goes a little crazy sometimes.
a little bit. Everybody. I guess everybody goes a little crazy sometimes, huh? Could happen to anybody.
Could happen to anybody. Okay, so yeah, those are some cool movies that you can watch this fall as you go back to school.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you like this nonsense, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all that kind of good jazz. Love each other. Until next time, we'll see you guys on the next Stupid Drunk.
Try to please me. Don't change the color of your hair. You always have my unspoken passion, though I might not seem to care. So anyway.
Be sure to visit evilgeniusentertainment.com for exclusive content, swag, casting call news, and much, much more.